people to start from whatever they're doing, and this is 6 weeks to Sleeveless and Sexy starts this way, is the first thing that you do is you start with where you want to be, and why you want to be there. What is that going to do for you? What's the transformation, and how will that impact your life? Because if you really get that out there and you start putting yourself there mentally, because so much of what we have going on is perspective, we create our own reality. So if you put yourself there, then those little choices like the grapes, they become very easy. Like, I can't tell you the conversations I have where I just I'm delivering the hammer and I'm thinking, oh boy. It's when I do testing and find out someone's gluten intolerant and they've got a dairy sensitivity. I can't tell you how many people I test have gluten problems or dairy problems or egg problems or all three. And I already pulled soy out. And you know what? When you pull those things out of your diet, now I love eggs if you can tolerate them. I just find that a lot of people can't. But when you pull that stuff out of your diet, you can't get in a lot of trouble. I mean, most people are not pigging out on broccoli, right? Yeah. So, it just makes life easier. But all these things, yes, I'm a big fan of something called a lateral shift in adding before I take away. So if someone's loving grapes, hey, a better choice from grapes if they're in season are cherries. But, really, are you going to notice if you have grapes versus raspberries? I mean, maybe they're a little more expensive, but raspberries are more delicious than grapes anyway. Let's be real, you know? So you start to make a lateral shift on these things of what you eat, and it becomes very, very simple. If you're eating a higher sugar, a white potato, switch to a sweet potato. White rice, switch to brown rice. White bread goes to whole grain bread, goes to no bread. White tortilla goes to a whole grain tortilla, or hopefully a dough tortilla. But you just start making these simple trades that really you don't notice a big difference. Taste-wise, in fact, usually it tastes better. Like olive oil is better than corn oil in taste and, in health. And I'm always amazed. I was like, do people really use margarine? But they still do, which is just mind-blowing to me that there's still margarine. In fact, I had to do a segment for a news show on healthy margarines. I go, you want me to come and do a thing on healthy margarine? I go, I can't do it. She goes, no, come on, please. So I go, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. But so what I did was I spun the story because I was like going, well, come on, everyone's complaining about what things cost. Get some organic butter. If you could get raw, even better. And, combine it with some olive oil. Like take a cup of butter, slow heat, melt it down, add a cup of olive oil, and there's your blend. And why are you spending all this money on this crap in these plastic containers that make these false health claims? Because there's not enough of the plant sterols and stanols to lower cholesterol in the servings you're getting, or omega-3s or anything else. So anyway, I did the story, but I got that all in. I know, and then she's like, Ashley, that turned out really well. And I said, that show's going to go, it's part of the new syndicated one. I'm like, okay, good. So, you got to get that info out there, There's so much misinformation that makes me so nuts. So.
Yeah.